Hello YouTube viewers, thank you for tuning into my channel today, and this is a different type of video. I've been posting videos on Christmas decorations and all that stuff, but today it's a little bit different because it's December 14th, and a year ago today my father passed away, and today's the anniversary of his passing. So I wanted to, I came from work and I said to myself, when I get home, I'm gonna light up a candle for him. So I did. I have a little candle there and I made a little prayer, and I did gather up some pictures. Mostly, he's in all of them, but I gathered up these pictures. And I said to myself, let me make a little video because I did speak about my parents, a few months after they had passed away. To recap, for those of you who don't know, my mom had passed away July 24th of 2021. 5 months later, my dad passed away. She passed away from sickness, and my dad got hit by a car on December 14th. So today marks a year since that happened. Right now, to tell you the truth, right now he would have been at the hospital, and they would have been trying to revive him, to save him, because he did pass away like about 11 something, right before 12 midnight. So at this time last year, they were trying to save him, and looking at these pictures, it's always very hard. This here was my 40 something birthday. I think it was like 42nd birthday, and you can see him there. He's with the plate of cake. That's my son next to him, and that's my mom right there. So anyway, so that was, he was very charming and cheery and everything, just like you see him in that picture. Then up here, this was in my house, my son, my mother, my hubby, and my father right there with the hat. Over here, this is my nephews and my parents. They always used to come and gather up for Thanksgiving and everything. And he was always being very funny, my father, and I'm gonna miss him. I miss him, and I wish he was here. He's right there in the corner having dinner with my mother, my aunt, and my cousin. Then up here, you see him right there in the striped shirt. This was a birthday, you can tell by the cake. This one here was Christmas. This was 2018. Christmas of 2018. And that's how we were, very united, very happy family and everything. And this is my parents right here in my house. Then here, this was the New Year's Eve of 2018. This was older. This was an older picture. This was about maybe 15, 16 years ago. And then here he is. That's a room of a hotel. I guess he went with my mother to the casino, and that was the hotel room. There I am. I was very young there, probably like 20 years old. And he has a shirt that has a Puerto Rican flag. And then over here, he's sitting at a desk. So these are the ones that I gathered up so that I could place them by the candle. Like I said, I already did a little prayer. And, my father actually, he used to write songs. He wrote a whole bunch of songs, and And there's even a record that came out. I mean, he didn't make it like to be very popular, but he used to love to write songs, and he made a record out of it. And I was like really so proud of him. So again, like I said, last year on the same date, on December 14th, it was about 7:30. Right now I'm filming and it's 8:05. But when I got the news, it was like about maybe 7:45. I received the news that he had gotten hit by a car. So I called my uncle right away. And my uncle was with the police at the scene. They had taken him to the hospital, and they were trying to save him. A whole bunch of doctors. My aunt told me about it, but they weren't able to do anything for him. He had head trauma and back trauma, and he was 80 years old. My mom was also 80 years old. She had passed away 5 months before. And then there is something, right? When my mom passed away in July, I went to the cemetery with my brother, and the girl at the cemetery showed us an area, right? An area where there were new spots. So we were looking at the numbers to see which one. It didn't really matter to us which spot because they're all numbers. But I gravitated towards a certain part of the area that she was showing us, and I saw a number that caught my attention, and the number of that grave happened to be 2141. Now, it might not mean anything to you, but those are the years that they were born and passed away. So they passed away in 2021, but they were born in 1941. So that was like a huge coincidence. When I saw that, I told my brother, oh my God, those are the years. I mean, it's in reverse. It's 2141. They were born in 41 and passed away in 21. But this was when we were looking at the cemetery for my mom. My father was still alive. So my mom was buried there, and then we buried his ashes later on after he passed away, 5 months after her, which would be today, December 14th. So rest in peace, Dad. I will always love you and have you in my heart. And I thank you all for listening to my story. And thank you for watching and for your support.